Extreme Foolishness TV here. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness that goes on around you. I'm sure you guys have seen the title right now. It pretty much says it. It's self-explanatory. Anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, the Delta variant, and the extreme foolishness. I'll be talking to you guys about the whole resurgence of the Delta variant, the chaos going right now, and all the extreme foolishness surrounding it. First of all, I thought we had gotten away from this pandemic. That is what I thought. People had stopped wearing masks, and people were happy that finally the vaccines were working and that we're out of it. Then came the Delta variant out of nowhere, spreading like wildfire. Now the CDC has asked people who are vaccinated to start wearing masks indoors. In effect, the mask mandate has come back, at least from the CDC. And I'm thinking, first of all, a lot of these folks who did not want to get vaccinated have now turned this whole vaccine thing into politics. I remember when Trump was in office and a lot of Republicans were anti-mask. It seems like that whole Republican anti-mask sentiment has now morphed into the Republican anti-vaccine sentiment. If you look at the Republican states, pretty much the lowest vaccinated states in the country. Look at Florida, Arkansas, Alabama, and the like. A lot of these folks who do not want to get the vaccine also do not want to wear a mask. This is extreme foolishness. I understand. You want to exercise your First Amendment right or your freedom of choice not to get the vaccine. I get that. You also do not want to wear a mask. And I get that. That just means you are an extreme fool. This virus is serious. What do you expect to happen? What do you expect to happen? You don't want to wear the mask. You don't want to get the vaccine. And on top of that, some of these folks have serious underlying conditions that makes them vulnerable to this virus. And they're getting it. And once they contract the Delta variant, once they get sick and they're on their deathbed, they will now start asking the doctors to please give them the vaccine. That is foolishness, extreme foolishness. And it's just annoying. Like, what do you expect? You expect the vaccine to work for you now that you're very, very sick? The vaccines are supposed to prevent you from getting the infection in the first place. And if you get the infection, the vaccines will mitigate the severity of the infection. It won't be as serious. You most likely would not require hospitalization, or at least you wouldn't die. The data shows that. You have extremely foolish folks who are just pretty much willfully ignorant. No mask, no vaccine. But once they get sick, they'll not start begging, please give me some remdesivir. Please give me some remdesivir. Please give me the vaccine. Ex-President Trump did the same thing. He was walking around saying he wasn't going to wear the mask. As soon as he got it, he ran straight to the hospital and was begging for remdesivir. Giuliani did the same thing too. Please give me some remdesivir. Now we have the Delta variant. You have this anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers combination who are spreading the Delta variant on Delta Airlines. And they think it's cool. Because of this ignorance, we've had a variant that is probably mutating again. And folks are acting as though this is the first time viruses are mutating. Viruses have been mutating since the beginning of time. Some people are even acting as though this is the first time you've ever heard of a vaccine. And there's so much conspiracy theories surrounding this COVID-19 vaccine that doesn't surround the flu vaccine, measles, mumps, MMR vaccine, chickenpox, small. I mean, there's so many plagues that vaccines have helped to eliminate from society. So why are folks acting as though this COVID-19 is somehow different? The technology for the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine may be different, the mRNA technology, but by large, this is not the first time we've had a vaccine. At the very least, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a vector-based vaccine, and it's like prior vaccines that we've had. So I don't understand this whole extreme foolishness. Now we have the Delta variant raging, spreading, making people sick. If you are really somebody who doesn't want the vaccine or who is anti-vaccine, and you catch this COVID-19 infection, and you go to the hospital and you're begging for a vaccine, you're an extreme fool. You're not about that life. Because if you're really about that life, you will not want the vaccine. You will be willing to die without getting the vaccine. Don't be a coward and start begging for the vaccine. Please give me Pfizer, give me Moderna, give me J&J, give me AstraZeneca, give me the Chinese vaccine, give me whatever. Now they'll be begging once they're sick. There's so many stories of people begging doctors for vaccines while they're sick. There was a guy the other day, he sent a text message to his family and said he wished he got the vaccine before he died. You got people saying, I wish I got the vaccine. I wish I got it. I wish I got it. I was being lied to. I thought it was a hoax. And people are still, right now, knowing all this stuff, soaking everything in, are still not going to get vaccinated and not even wear a mask. At least if you decide not to get a vaccine, at the very least, wear a doggone mask and try to protect yourself. We know it's real. Particularly if you're somebody who's really vulnerable. So I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand what this whole foolishness is. And it seems this vaccine is the only way out of this pandemic. Because we know it works. The data shows it. 99.6 or so % of folks in Arkansas who are hospitalized did not get vaccinated. The people who are dying are the people who are not vaccinated. It's now become a pandemic of the unvaccinated. And people are still breeding in ignorance. There was a restaurateur the other day who said that his restaurant is only for folks who did not get the vaccine. He banned the use of masks in his restaurant. Extreme foolishness. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that the folks who do not want to get the vaccine and who also do not want to wear the mask, is that extreme foolishness? The people who refuse to get the vaccine, but as soon as they fall sick, they'll start begging for the vaccine. Is that extreme foolishness? What will happen if hospitals get saturated with patients? Are hospitals now going to start treating only patients who are vaccinated, just in case, since they are more likely to recover and their symptoms are more likely to be mild? Because it appears the Delta variant is much lethal than the prior variants. So is it good for hospitals to now start pretty much giving priority to patients who are vaccinated as opposed to patients who are unvaccinated, because the vaccinated ones are more likely to survive and more likely to be discharged from the hospital and more likely to have mild symptoms, even if they have a breakthrough infection? Do you think it's fair for those who refuse to get vaccinated to burden the healthcare system with their illness because of their willful ignorance in refusing to get vaccinated? Let me know what you think. I know this is a lot of stuff going on in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please, people, just be safe out there. If you can get a vaccine, get it. Also, let your decision making be informed by medical professionals. Call your doctor. You got folks out there making medical decisions based on somebody's comment on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. You got folks out there making medical decisions based on somebody on Fox News. Call your doctor. Talk to the medical experts. These are the same people you're going to run to once you fall sick. If you ever fall sick, you start saying, please treat me. Why don't you just talk to them and follow their advice? You don't have to listen to anyone in D.C. You don't have to listen to anyone in your state legislature. You don't have to listen to, just call your doctors. Call them. Let me know what you think in the comments, please. Please, is this extreme foolishness or what? What else? The please, there are countries wish they had vaccines like the U.S., but they don't. But you have more than enough vaccines in abundance in the United States, but people are still pretty much shunning the vaccines. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. Thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, appreciate it. Leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, like this video if you like it, share this video if you like it. If you don't like it also, let me know how you feel in the comment section. Stay safe, my friends. And most importantly, say no to extreme